It is the end of the day. It is now 7:15 at night in beautiful Cape Town, South Africa. And I have finished family time and my meeting, dinner with the family, not meeting. I'm headed to a meeting. I'm headed to a meeting with the committee of Ward 53, DA Ward 53 in Cape Town. About last year, it's about a year now, about a yearish, I walked into my local office in Pinelands in Cape Town and I volunteered my time and my efforts to help out with the Democratic Alliance in South Africa and to jumpstart my what could be a political career. I don't know. I had been to one too many braais or social gatherings where people had moaned and complained about the state of the country and about their unhappiness with things that had been done. And I kind of felt uncomfortable because I didn't want to moan and complain when I've done nothing to contribute either way. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to go and get to know a little bit more, and I'm going to get to understand a little bit more how politics and how things work in South Africa. And I went over to the local DA office and I knocked on Councillor Watkins' door and I volunteered my services, to which he was quite stunned and taken aback, because apparently people don't typically do what I do. They don't just walk in and volunteer services. The big thing was that I had a friend of mine, Lauren. She came to me and she said, you know what, Brian, you have the kind of personality that could make a difference in local government. Get involved. And that's what I did. So now what's ended up happening is that in the year I was an MC at a meeting with Helen Ziller and Patricia DeLille. I have helped in another number of things around Pinelands, and helped with activating the local citizenry and getting things ready. And I was then asked to stand and run as Councillor Watkins' campaign manager. So as of about February this year, 2016, I ran my very first election campaign for Councillor Watkins. And that was a fantastic learning experience. I learned a heck of a lot about how everything works. I met some very cool people, some really, really nice people. And I must admit, some of the people that I met are some very awesome people, and people I'm very proud to serve with and very proud to work with in the Democratic Alliance in Cape Town. So tonight and now is I'm headed off to my local council meeting where we will discuss every couple of weeks, and then we get together and discuss what's happening in Pinelands and what's happening in Cape Town, what we need to be doing to keep politically active and to do the things that we need to do to move the Democratic Alliance forward and prepare for 2019, where we go to the polls for a national election to get rid of the ANC and rid them from the corrupt people that sit at the top and are destroying our country, and to give a valid and strong opposition so that we can go ahead and start building a country that we want to be a part of, rather than sitting at a braai or a get-together and bitching and moaning about all the things we think are wrong with South Africa. So if you are one of those people who tends to moan and complain, well, I hope this pierces you right to the very center, and that you have a bright recollection of all your guilt, and that you get involved in local government or in your community and start to make a difference, so that South Africa can end up being the country you want, and so that you don't end up having to sit there and argue and complain about something, but at the same time don't get off your backside and do anything about it. So yes, I'm not here to make too many friends talking like that. But I'm very passionate about being involved in organizations and causes that are bigger than myself. And I think it's worthwhile being involved in something like this. The values that I have, I can bring to the Democratic Alliance, and I can bring to my local community, and in that way I hope I can make a change. So that is tonight. Also feeling great. I really am quite happy with the fact that I am losing weight. So my 30-day challenge is really paying off quite nicely. I'm very excited about where I am and where I'm getting. And thank you so much for those of you who've kind of watched my videos and stayed in touch with me, and who've commented and contacted me on social media. And if there's more that you want to hear, or specific topics you want me to unpack, please do so. I'd love to explain some of these concepts a little more if you find that interesting, but I don't really want to bore people. I know these movies can go on a little long, so I don't necessarily want to hold you up for too long. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. Again, share it out to the rest of the world. Get it out to those people who feel that they could and might need a little bit of an encouragement and some exciting stuff in their lives. I've enjoyed making these movies, and I think I'll continue to do so. Have a good night, guys.